That's it. Whoo, time to get that paper, man. Yeah, what up, Game One Squad? It's your boy, Are You Theorious, the realest, the coolest, the trillest young king on YouTube platform as we speak. Man, welcome back for another lit banger. We got Jamari in the building. We got Drake is sad. So sad. And we're gonna go ahead and see what my dog got to say. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers, all that good stuff. Let's jump right into it.
So at this point, we are officially a month removed from the climax of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. For Kendrick, he has mostly been silent other than
happy birthday to Kendrick. Today is his birthday, actually.
An appearance that he made back in his hometown of Compton, where he gave a surprise speech during a graduation at Compton's community college.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the city of Compton. I'm proud of Compton College. You know, y'all had a lot of hardship, not only in your house, in your communities, but most importantly, within yourself. And that's the toughest thing to overcome. And when I walk out in these cities and these countries, I could be proud and say, this is where I'm from.
Other than that, it has been radio silence from the victor of this beef.
C for Compton, not Crip.
But for Drake, you could pretty much say the exact opposite. He has been back to posting his sassy captions on Instagram. First, we got this gem where he says that the only yes man around him is his Rolex dealer. He also took some time to hit the Dallas Mavericks with the classic Drake curse. And he also posted this photo at his son's soccer game of himself, saying that goats don't worry about one-trick ponies. To me, this post, along with everything else Drake has done since waving the white flag, has the same energy as a woman who got broken up with and keeps posting onto her Instagram story that she swears she's not hurt. She swears she's out having fun at the club, maybe she posts some messages she's gotten from thirsty guys in her DMs. All while still throwing shots at said ex she apparently could care less about. The other thing about this photo is that Drake is seemingly wearing the same outfit that Kendrick wore on the cover of Mr. Morale. And while some might just see this as a big coincidence, I feel like when it comes to Drake, everything is very intentional. Also, who's out here letting Drake around kids? I hope his buddy Baca isn't around. People also speculated that the caption here was obviously a dig at Kendrick, with a reference to an old movie called One Trick Pony, where the premise reads, Jonah is a once popular folk rock musician trying to put together a new album in the face of an indifferent record company executive and a talentless producer. At the same time, he's trying to save his failing marriage. So I guess that's the—
Bro, if Drake dug that deep to say all that and mean all that, that's crazy. Wow.
Angle that he seemingly still wants to run with is like bad husband Kendrick. Like at this point, Drake is putting more thought into his Instagram post and outfits than he did his final response, which by the way, he has deleted from his Instagram page, as well as every other
because it sucked that bad. It sucked it that bad.
Post involving this beef. To many people, this was him officially bowing out of the beef. You know, I thought it was J. Cole who was saying that he might delete later, but it's looking like Drake is going to take that path as well. Now, speaking of Drake's best diss, Family Matters, which is actually very good, we did get some intel into how Kendrick was basically waiting for Drake to drop a track so that he could step all over it with Meet the Grams, and of course the instant classic, Not Like Us.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give you some real insight as you hearing this first. They drop Family Matters, and I text him, I'm like, this ain't it. He's like,
at all.
I'm like, this ain't gonna get it. I was like, man, it's time to step on his head. He was like, say less. I'm thinking we just text. It ain't nothing deep like that. It's right. I go to the bathroom. I come back. The motherfucking song is uploaded. I text him like, nigga, you already. He's like, man, I've been waiting for this nigga to drop something.
Must have took a long shit.
So he didn't even know what he was going against. Man, Drake shot a video and all this shit. Man,
that boy was at the
Dodge
crib. Caravan.
Boom, boom. You listen.
Suck the life out of the whole moment for Drake.
Sometimes you just gotta know what to do and what not to do.
Know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away.
So as many predicted, Kendrick had that song waiting on deck. And I would have to assume the same about the kill shot that everyone and their mothers have been dancing to. And yes, I know Drake will be fine and still have a very successful career, but the optics of this to me have done damage to his career that he can never really brush under the rug. You got kids dancing along to this song.
Gangsters.
And college bands playing it in unison at pep rallies. In contrast, Drake would make an appearance at a pool party where he would look incredibly uncomfortable as they played his older record with Sexy Red.
Those fake ads
I said,
really drive you mad, huh?
baby.
But when you download it, it's a
Sugar, I love you. You're my everything.
Now let's be honest, had the
I
DJ
love
decided to
Destiny.
play Not Like Us, yes, it would have been a legendary moment, but I feel like that night, he would have been murdered by Drake and his team. We know this is a fact because his in-house producer and right-hand man Novio40 allegedly threatened a Toronto DJ named DJ Cypher Sounds after he decided to play the Not Like Us record in Toronto.
So I'm in Toronto. I get a DM from
That's crazy. They hate on the nigga Kendrick so hard. You can't play it in Canada in general. Granted, Canada's not that big, but come on, a whole country, bro.
40. He said, how about I go to your city and play a song where someone calls you a... And he goes, I knew you never liked us. You act
Sugar, I
nice,
love you.
but you're really a
You my
bitch.
everything.
When I
I
see
love
you,
Destiny.
I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
So you know his camp is
Oh
also
my
feeling
God.
the heat. Either way, the crowd here looks completely dead, as most of them stare at Drake as if he's some sort of animal at the zoo. Also, wearing those baggy-ass denim jeans in the Houston, Texas heat is certainly a choice.
You know it's hot. You know it's hot now. It ain't as hot as AZ, Arizona. When I was on that plane, and that plane felt like a goddamn sauna. But shit, Texas was next up.
Like, yes, Drake, we know you got swamp ass. And somehow, even a month later,
ass.
Drake's biggest fans are still coping and scrambling for him, trying to make up false narratives. Several of his biggest dick rider pages have attempted to get these stories off the ground, claiming that Kendrick also used ghostwriters in the past. You know, after they were embarrassed by all those different reference tracks.
Even to this credit, I feel like you're still battling these ghostwriting rumors and this type of thing.
I pulled my weight when it came to my pen. It wasn't like I needed somebody to facilitate.
With ghostwriters, for me, man, I feel like sometimes they just need a idea, like a shape up, right? Just to shape the song. What you want to talk about this window? All right, man, that motherfucker got little paint on it, man. Got kids' fingernails, make the one scratch their head, man. I don't know. I ain't no rapper, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they just need some help shaping the song, and he could just do the rest. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, not all of them write the full-blown song. Auntie,
Entire ideas, we work together. Anybody that knows me knows that my strongest talent is writing. And any song that really, really did damage for me, I've wrote every single lyric.
Stop the cap!
Sick of these bitches.
Stop the cap!
You rid of these bitches.
But in the end, these attempts were a failure, as it was quite obvious that Kendrick was the one making reference tracks for other people. In this situation, it was specifically for fellow TDE member J-Rock, and there was also this page trying to say that Janae Aiko wrote a verse for Kendrick as well, but this was also quickly debunked with a simple Google search of that song. Like, she literally went back and made her part of the song better after Kendrick sent his verse. I don't know, it's just hilarious to me that these people who are trying to defend Drake always end up in turn making Kendrick look even better, and it's like he hasn't even had to say anything for over a month and he's still somehow winning. In terms of more behind the scenes intel, Elliot Wilson, who has been Drake's very trusted friend for years, like he gave him that exclusive interview, now took to the Joe Budden podcast to say this.
Nigga send me a rat emoji. Cause I think he started to think like Venice, like Kendrick's in Venice, you're in Venice, like.
But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration.
So I had to view it like I'm just really against him. So when he dropped Family Matters, it was just like, I was like, yo, you dropping this tonight? He'd be back like, yeah, whatever, LOL, like, da-da-da. And then he sent me a rat emoji. And I'm like, I hit him with the 50 cents. I was like, what the shit me for? Like, blah, blah, like. But I didn't like that shit. Don't send me a fucking rat emoji.
So by him sending Elliot that emoji, obviously that's his way of calling him a rat, and it's also alluding to the idea that he was the mole in his camp that he swore he did not have on the Heart Part 6. And not only is he admitting that there's a mole in his camp, a double agent if you will, but he still does not know who it is. And that's apparently not even the only person who Drake has problems with behind the scenes, as academics would let us in on a little secret that there's another massive rapper in the game who has collaborated with Drake in the past on a massive hit, who also hates him.
Yo, I found out Drake has an op that none of us know that is a huge rapper that we all think is his friend. I mean, some of y'all have guessed it, like...
Lil Baby. On Everything I Love, Lil Baby.
Is he and him cool? But we're like, no, they got big records together. No, that nigga hates him too. I'm like, what?
So of course everyone speculated that was Travis Scott, who obviously has Sicko Mode under his belt, where Drake has an iconic verse. Look, all I'm saying is don't be surprised when we see other rappers now start popping off and taking shots at Drake while he's at his most vulnerable that we've seen him since the Pusha T diss. Lastly, Drake would also release that garbage parody of Hey There Delilah, which was just god-awful. Like, I don't even care if it's a parody. Seeing people like Maul try and put his cape on to defend this shit of a song is hilarious.
Why wouldn't we like this with a little bit of, you know, drill sprinkled into it a little bit?
Where's the drill?
There's no drill, Maul. To the lyric guitar a little bit.
But I want to know what you guys
That nigga said the lyrics are drill a little bit.
think about these updates in the situation down below. Do you think that Drake will ever mention Kendrick by name on a song ever again? Or do you think he will just stick to the subliminals? I really think that he realized he was not built for this. And you know, someone like Kendrick still has several more tricks under his belt if Drake does want to take it there. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys...
Alright, man, shout out my dog, Jamari. I don't know why my fucking computer be scrolling like that. Yeah, man, Drake is Drake, man. Like I said, Drake gonna be Drake to the day he die. It don't matter who got anything to say. You know, he gonna keep doing him, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want him to live his life with nobody else but him, because he's the one that